Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing your spirit guides helping you see through what you're trying to figure out. What can you do? And to do this reading we will be picking out 4 piles together. I see 1, and 2 as well, 3 and 4. Let's see what we have. So for pile number 1 we have Miss Sunshine. For pile number 2 we have Change of Seasons. For pile number 3 we have Protective Nest. And for pile number 4 we have the Perfect Key. If you love to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. Alright, so for pile number 1 we have the Rainbow or Quartz, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 2 we have the Blue Howlite, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3 we have the Clear Quartz, and this is what it looks like. There we go. And for pile number 4 we have the Hematite, and this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that is probably the pile for you here today. As I always say, if you feel drawn to just one pile, several, or all of them, always trust your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, you know, I was about to say hey spirit guides and I kind of feel the energy is already surrounded in the reading. This is your card picking and your shuffling process. So happy to have you here. I always love this process and I know that a lot of you do as well, so that's why I keep it on camera. And I also love including your energies in the reading. I just feel like I must do that. It's a mutual process. I read, but at the end of the day, it's your piles, it's your energy, and it's always lovely to have your energies around as I prepare for you. Okay, so let me introduce the decks that we will be using for this reading. On the left are the oracle decks that we will be using, and on the right are the tarot decks. All right, let's begin our process. The intention... Ooh, that one is ready. Okay. The intention that I set for this reading, the intention that I'm setting now is for the whole reading and for any deck that I use for this reading. And that is, what are your spirit guides helping you see through what you're not seeing and what you're trying to figure out? What can you do? So what are your spirit guides helping you see through which is something that you're trying to figure out. What can you do? Your spirit guides helping you to see through what you're trying to figure out. So what can you do? Let's move on to the next deck. Oh, thanks a lot. The piles are ready. I mean, I feel like the cards are ready for your piles today, really. 1, 2, 3. No, I feel this one. And 4. Wonderful. All right. Let's now pick your last oracle deck. Thanks a lot. Thanks. So now we have your oracle cards ready. Let's move into your tarot cards and shuffle with intention. What are your spirit guides helping you see? Something that you can't see through. Something you're trying to figure out. What can you do about it? Oh, we're taking 2 cards from each deck, from each of the tarot decks. So that is 2. I see these as 2 and 2. Okay. Now on to the next deck. Again. What are they helping you see through? What are you trying to figure out? Thanks. 2, 2, 2, and 2. Wonderful. Okay, moving on to our next deck. I love this deck. Oh, this one wants to come out. Right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What are they helping you see through that you're not able to fully figure out? Are these 3? Yeah, these are 3. These are 3. These are 2. 2 and 2. All right. Okay. So what are they helping you see through? I see these as 2 as well. And 1 and 2. All right. So now our 4 piles are ready. Let's now put them neatly together. And let's pick our first pile. There we go. That's Miss Sunshine. Let's keep it here along with the Rainbow Aura Quartz. Pile number 2. Is also ready with the blue Howlite. Pile 3. with the clear quartz. Oh. Pile 4. With the Hematite. There we go. Wonderful. So, your 4 piles are now ready. Thank you so much for tuning into this process. Love having your energies around. I'm very grateful for you. I will never stop saying it. If I feel it, I say it. Thank you guys for being around. Love you very much. You're such sweet, beautiful souls. I feel so blessed in seeing sweetness like that. You know, you restore back my faith in beautiful human beings and humanity. I feel like the world is okay, is full of wonderful people. Thank you so much for being you, first of all, and thank you for you being there. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the very beautiful rainbow aura quartz, as well as Miss Sunshine. So let's take a look, without disturbing pile number 2. Let's take a look at your cards and see what your spirit guides are helping you to see. It's something that you're trying to figure out. How are they helping you see through that? We'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the black moon in the air with dormant and revision. Interesting. Dormant and revision. Okay, that's the air element, so it could do with some sort of thinking. You have loyal heart. I love this. Again, with the owls, I'm getting the idea of thoughts, ideas, especially that there are 2 keys being hung here. So there's a key or 2 key ideas that your spirit guides are helping you see through. You have Jupiter in Aries with enterprise. With the 3 acorns, I'm seeing it's a time of luck. Of course, having Jupiter as well, there's a push of luck with the Aries, a push of luck happening in a certain area of your life. We'll see more about that, but mainly we'll see why this is appearing in your reading. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. See, so you have straight away the Wheel of Fortune. I am seeing great luck in your area at some point now. Right, you have the 7 of Wands, great strength with the 7 of Wands, you know. You need a lot of strength to persevere through something or through challenges. So with the lion roaring here, I feel like it's time for you to push through with great strength with all you have. With the hand on the heart, I straight away see your spirit guides telling you you have a heart of gold and you have strength, most importantly, of gold that will help you push through something big in your life. Help you go through an endearing path. It's not straight ahead. It keeps bringing challenges here and there. But anyways, the road to success or the road to whatever you want to achieve or out of something is not a straight line. Sometimes it sways us left, up and down. But at the end of the day, if you look at the trajectory of where it's going, that is what counts and what is most important. And I see your spirit guides telling you with the air element here of dormant and revision, that it's about your thoughts. In fact, I'm seeing, pile number 1, that it's about your beliefs. Let's take a look at the main cards you've chosen. If we take a look at it this way, we take a look at the Taj Mahal, of course, the gorgeous Taj Mahal. But in this reading, I'm getting the intuitive idea of places of worship. And so having the card put it upside down, I'm saying it's all about not religious beliefs. I'm not talking about religious beliefs, although it could be, but that's not what I'm trying to portray in this reading. What I'm trying to say, what I'm seeing your spirit guides are trying to say, is that there is a certain belief system that needs to be reversed. Illuminating your mind on a certain aspect will open up the curtain to what you're not seeing. And that is all about you, pile number 1, because with Miss Sunshine and all of this sunlight shining from you, my dear pile number 1, I can only see, did I move? Apologies, let me adjust what I just did here. I can only see that your spirit guides are telling you are a source of power that you may not even know about. You're like a torch is the word I've been looking for the last couple of seconds. You are like a torch of light. And if you do not know that, how can you push through and change what you're about to change? And the key to getting in touch with all this fortune that is waiting for you, pile number 1, is to realize and understand that you are more powerful than you think you are. You are torch of power and force. You have so much power in you than you even know you have. That's the biggest message that I clearly straight away see. Your message all has to do with your thought and to revise your thoughts. There are 2 key thoughts that I see your spirit guides are talking about. We can already see one of them. We also see that your spirit guides are telling you you are full of potential, a force to be reckoned with. You're with the hands reaching out for the acorns. I feel like you have the potential to receive great fortune. It's you're about to touch it, is what I'm seeing. You're about to touch something big. And you have to understand, pile number 1, is that you are a force to be reckoned with. You are a torch of light and power. And I'm not joking. I'm saying this literally from what I'm seeing. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have Temperance. You have the Devil. It's all an illusion, do you see? The only thing standing in the way between you getting in touch with this power and getting into balance and getting these key ideas is an illusion, a certain idea that needs to be revised. Let's continue and see what it is. You have the 7 of Swords represented in this deck. What magic is that? As the 7 of Voices. And the 7 of Swords are tricky energy. Sometimes they're energies that lie. And with the 7 of Voices, I see that there are certain voices that are not truthful to you, that are not the truth. Pile number 1. Maybe these voices were voices of some old energy, voices of parents from the past, or teachers, or colleagues, or friends, or someone who was jealous. They are not your own, but they lie in your shadow. And these voices are only an illusion. They are not true. You are a force to be reckoned with. You are a torch of power. And that is the main idea that needs to be planted in your mind at the moment, from what I'm seeing your spirit guides are talking about. You have the Three of Emotions, which is the Three of Cups. You have the Page of Cups. And you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, of course, energy that is wearing you out, and it's coming right in conjunction with the Devil. And we can see with all of this rotten fruits and vegetables, I will tell you what I'm seeing. Fruits and veggies are usually what people talk about when they talk about health, right? So it's usually the go-to advice when we talk about, you know, having a healthy diet. Stay with me. It's not about a diet. But we do see it in this Ten of Wands as going bad or even rotten. And so seeing that with the Devil card, I would say that there are ideas that were spoken to you that seemed from the outside as acceptable socially, that were sound advice, but they were toxic and weren't really wise in the situation and the way that it was set to you. An example to that would be if a parent was giving a sound advice to their child about respecting others. But the problem is they gave this advice to their child during a situation where the child was the one who was disrespected. So while the sound lesson about being respectful to others is extremely important, the situation in which this advice was given to had a negative effect on the child rather than a positive one, because now the child is in a really unfair situation, needs their parents to protect them from the bullying that is happening from the outside world or the people surrounding them, and needed the protection of their parents in this situation. But rather the parent is there afraid of facing the challenge, starts lecturing the child about being respectful to others and not speaking to others in a disrespectful way, disregarding the unfairness and the harm that was inflicted on the child. So this is what I mean about illusions and something seeming like a good talk from the outside, but really it was toxic, looking at the whole situation. And so taking a look at these cards together, I would say your spirit guides are saying with the Seven of Voices, there are voices that are tricky, that are lies, that resulted from an illusion of getting advice or getting wrong analysis. Was the analysis from the outside, or was it from you? Was it out of guilt? Was it out of a mixture of both? It does not matter now. What matters is taking you from the illusion back into balance, understanding that whatever happened in the past happened in the past. What is more important is you, your health, and your future. Now, when it comes to you, my dear pile number one, it is these thoughts that are holding you down, holding a powerful person down. And it's time to clear out and balance these thoughts. There's cleaning here. to start anew with yourself again. These thoughts have been dormant for a long time, created as beliefs, and now it's time to reverse them consciously. And the way to do that is to begin anew. Whenever you catch these lies, this shadow, to clear them out, to say, no, that's not really the right way to look at this anymore. This may be an illusion. Because what I know is that I deserve to shine because it's in me. And I need to give to myself the way I may be giving to others. Not every thought that puts me down is real. And if it does make me feel bad, how about balancing it by seeing where is its light? What is it trying to teach me? Because you can take the teaching and let go of the negative talk about it. For example, if you catch a thought saying, oh, you're not going to be able to do this. So take the feedback. Why can't I do this? Oh, I need to learn about this specific program. Thank you, Shadow. I'm going to note this down. No more saying bad things to me. I took the message, but I will now speak to myself from the light. I'm going to, pile number 1, I'm going to learn about this program and I'm going to do great. I will be my best friend. I will be that kind voice to speak to me, as opposed to the 7 of Swords voices that were speaking to me that they were not even mine. They were invited into my mind, and now it's time for them to leave. They are no longer welcome in my mind. And that's a new page here with the 3 of Cups. I noticed from the very beginning, but I didn't talk about it. I was like, this 3 of Cups is the same figure 3 times. And I kind of feel like other people's voices turned into yours. And now it's time to own you and take out other people's voices. Clean them out, take them out. It's their shadow for them to heal. And taking these voices out, you heal your own shadow that was inflicted initially from theirs. And this way, you free yourself. Can you do that quite easily? Yes, you can. The Devil card is an illusion. If you see you're not stuck with their thoughts and their shadow, it's always open. There is no lock. And you can always free yourself by balancing these thoughts, refusing them and saying, no, these are not my thoughts. These are not my beliefs any longer. And first belief is that I'm a force to be reckoned with. Second belief is that I don't believe in these voices that are not mine in the first place. And I am someone who speaks to myself kindly. I'm a person who encourages myself. I take the message, I thank it, and I ask it to leave. And now through the light, I speak to myself with power to see what we can do about it. And so here I see pile number 1, your spirit guides telling you, with this new way of thought, you will start seeing the amount of fortune that is about to rain in. That's very clear here in your reading, in your energy. And you'll be able to touch it. Remember when we said from the beginning, you're about to touch something. The way you can access it and touch it is to get back to you. Heal this shadow and go back to you. Healing shadows is a habit. It doesn't have to take years. It doesn't have to take a long journey. Sometimes it's actually a matter of changing thoughts, a matter of rewiring our brains, creating a new habit of thinking, vibrating higher. I've known people who've changed in a day. So it doesn't have to be long. Sometimes it's long. Sometimes really it takes a second to make a decision. Sometimes it takes 21 days to create a new habit. whatever it is. In your case, you're really there. You're about to touch something amazing. And it's all about taking ownership of you, living your true, authentic self with this specific Three of Cups. Living your emotions and not theirs any longer. To clear out these thoughts by saying, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I no longer believe in these ideas. And if I get feedback, I will take it. That's fine. But I will see what I can do with it so that I can progress every single day towards who I'm supposed to be. And that's the only way I'm going to see it from now on. So pile number 1, that was your reading. What an inspirational reading. Your spirit guides are full of power. They are full of amazing ideas. I personally thank them for being here. I thank them for this message. And thank you, pile number 1, for tuning in. That was your message. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it, pile number 1. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook. And now there's an audiobook as well down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. In this reading, we're seeing your spirit guides helping you see through what you're trying to figure out and what you can do about it. All right, so you have chosen change of seasons. Quite interesting. Pile number 2. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first before we take a look at your tarot cards. Okay, so we have balsamic waning water moon with seeds. Disillusion. Okay, let's keep your card here and take a look at your next oracle card. You have time for a nap. With water, time for a nap, and seed. You see how water and seed, time for a nap, time to, it's a seed of a new change. Let's take a look at your other cards. I see what's going. Do you see how when we plant a seed, we water it, and then we wait until the next season for it to sprout? I'm starting to understand a bit of the message that your spirit guides are trying to relate to you here. But let's wait and take a look at the rest of your cards. You have Mars in Capricorn with authority. You also have pile number 2. The King of Wands, powerful energy. You have the Queen of Pentacles. What a strong combination here, King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands. You have a lot of court cards. And as you may know, the court cards, they they have different personalities, talents, traits, and goals. They're going towards something or doing something. So when we get a lot of court cards, we're kind of seeing your spirit guides wanting to say something about you, wanting to highlight something that you may not be seeing about you. And in this case, with all these strong court cards, the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, I'm seeing independence with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing great strong character with the King of Wands. I'm seeing someone who's full of passion with the Knight of Wands. Let's see why this is all coming up. You also have the Three of Wands. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles. Do you have space for another card? We might. You also have the Two of Pentacles. Can you see that? No, you can't. Let's put it down there. You have the Three of Swords presented as the Three of Voices in this deck. You have the Eight of Cups. And I see a bird left a nest here. And you have the Devil's card. Right. Let's take an overall look at your reading and see what your spirit guides are helping you see. So pile number 2. Taking a look at your cards now together. Seeing dissolution. I'm seeing something disintegrated itself out of your life. You must have lost something big, must I add. Change of season that changed your whole life. And with time for nap, I feel like you've been without it, perhaps alone, or without this important thing or important people for a while. There was a long pause. And seeing the Three of Swords, I see that, I'll get back to this card, but initially I see that, of course, you have cried a lot. You have cried over that closed door. You have cried your heart out, pile number 2. It was a big change of season in your life. We see with the Eight of Cups, again, the idea that something as a surprise as this was, surprisingly, a bird left the nest. Something important left you, or someone important left you. With the Three of Wands, packed their bags, and in a split of a second, a dear connection, dear situation has been lost after ultimate happiness, because the tens are excess energy, so there was excess stability and happiness, and this stability was shaken up greatly. With the Devil card appearing here, I see that it came as a shock. Perhaps you found out something that was dishonest in the situation. Maybe someone came in the way. Something, surely, some sort of illusion or lie happened. Someone was looking out for their best interest. Someone was maybe selfish. And in a split of a second, this whole beauty dissipated just like that. And a change of season, of sorrow, started in your life. Oh my, pile number 2. I am so sorry about that. Seeing your reading, it truly touches my heart. I see with the desert here, it's like from everything, suddenly everything went barren, dark. Felt like the doors were closed. It was really a ride. Time for a nap. There was a long pause. This was not easy. I also understand why your spirit guides are showing me the strong energies that are appearing here in your reading, from that I noticed from the beginning. The King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and Mars and Capricorn with authority. You're represented here by your spirit guides as someone who is very strong. Why? And the reason this is all coming up is because, yes, it broke you internally perhaps, or caused at least a lot of pain. Whether it did break you or not, I hope you never feel that. But it certainly caused a lot of deep wounded pain. Despite that, and despite how nasty it could have been, despite how dark it could have been, you are presented here in your area as someone who has, despite all of that, has tried their best to keep their balance. You did not let it go. Pile number 2. You did not let it go despite of all of this energy we see here. And that's why your spirit guides are reminding you of who you are. Let me tell you what I see. At the moment, I'm seeing in your cards that you perhaps feel that a door is closed on a certain area of your life, maybe, because it does not look the way it used to look. There's a huge difference. And maybe the event was so shocking and so long with the time for a nap that you started forming an idea that it may not change at all. Yes, you're keeping your balance, and my dear, you're rebuilding who you are. You're blossoming and becoming stronger in so many ways, keeping your balance, keeping your head up after a long battle, I see. But you still kind of believe that there's a door closed in some area. The Three of Swords is a card of self-inflicted pain. They're all ideas at the end of the day. With the Devil card, they are also ideas of illusion. They're not real. You could have believed a certain illusion from the past and carried on it into your future. You may be, sometimes when it's really dark, we take a picture of that darkness and we tend to think it's reality. Despite of all of the blossoming that happened and all of the growing that happened, an old idea is still there. And that's what your spirit guides are helping you to see. Pile number 2. The idea that it's closed, that it casts its shadow on you, and that you may not have that beautiful image that you want, that was extremely tainted, is not true. It is self-inflicted pain that need not exist. In fact, what I'm seeing in your reading are 2 things. First of all, from the very beginning, we noticed it's the water moon, the waning water moon. And we see seeds, and I intuitively got this idea of some seeds being planted, watered, and you might get the effect of it sprouting and blooming in the next season. And just as seasons have changed on you, pile number 2, a long time ago, your main card is the change of season. It's about to come back to you now as well. It's a cycle, the world. It goes down, but also it goes up. And there's a change of season for you, pile number 2. This idea that it happened is a screenshot that you took from the lowest point. Behold, pile number 2, because you're about to take a screenshot of the highest point. And its seeds are being watered now. They're already planted and are being watered. You're blooming and growing into something marvelous. And the beauty about the cycle of life is that despite the fact that there are ups and lows, we get great benefit from the lows. When we go low, we grow spiritually and we become stronger. And then we become a lot of things that we're so proud of that we use during the highs and the lows. We see here the King of Wands. We see a star here clipping the cloak of the King of Wands. And the star is sitting right on the heart chakra, showing that you are gaining strength from spiritual memory, from a spiritual lesson. You're gaining that strength, your strong heart and your strong confidence, that of a King of the Wands, from this experience. And the dragons and the King of Wands, the dragons, the emblem that the King of Wands is holding. The dragon is a symbol of transmutation, taking that bad experiences or rough experiences and transmuting them into power. And that's why, my dear pile number 2, you have authority. You've turned into such a strong individual who has authority and independence in their lives. And I see your spirit guides telling you that you were meant to grow that first. But what you're not seeing is that the fact that it's not over. It's not over. There's a new door being opened now, a new journey that you're about to start. The plants, the seeds are being planted now and watered, and in the next season, you're going to start seeing it sprouting. You're going to start seeing how a lot of these ideas are not true. Pile number 2. A lot of things are going to change during the next season, during this season, for you to see it in the next season. And you'll be surprised that in the next coming season, not only a lot of the things that you're worried about will have changed, but so much has changed and sprouted to the extent that now you feel so much hope, up and running again and going, hey, I've been keeping myself a little bit stuck in this situation, and it is magically again dissipating. It dissipated in the past, and now the negative energy and the bad effects that you're worried about are also dissipating. And now your wheels are taking you up in the high. And may you always stay up in this high, pile number 2. May you always stay up in this high as long, and have your highs take the longest part of your life. But remember that now that you've grown into this force and this power, and with all the learning lessons that you've learned during the lows and the ones you will learn during the highs, will give you so much power that when the highs are about to finish, like everything in life, it won't matter anymore. And that's why it's a spiral. Because you change or you transmute and you get into a new cycle of life where you learn other new spiritual lessons and you experience even grander things. And the beautiful thing about it is that with each stage, you've learned so much from the old that you stand strong and handle the lows in a much stronger way. Sometimes the blows won't even make a dent. You know how when you ride a car, that I keep asking you guys, and I asked you once and you told me and I forgot again, the resistance system in a car when it rides over something. In the old cars, we would go, oh my God, we'd feel everything that the car is going through, all the rocks that it's driving through. But now with all this resistance system that I forgot its name, we barely feel anything. The car has evolved. And it's the same with you, my dear pal number 2. And that's what your spirit guides are telling you. No longer be afraid of the highs and the lows. You're growing and evolving, where the lows are you're not gonna feel them anymore. To a great extent, you'll learn from them, but they're not gonna bump you anymore. And the highs, that's what where you're supposed to be, vibrating high and enjoying life and feeling the blessings. And that's where you're supposed to be, pile number 2. Enjoy the rest of your life and the next coming lives. You took the blow, but things are about to change magnificently for you, my dear pile number 2. Pile number 2, your reading got straight to my heart. I wish you all the best of luck in your journey. May you enjoy your life and live an everlasting heaven in this life and every life that you get. And this was your reading, pile number 2. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Pile number 2, this book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you're interested. And pile number 2, what a pleasure it was doing your reading. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful clear quartz, as well as the card of Protective Nest. Very interesting card indeed. We see an egg down there with feathers, and we also see a nest up top. Can't wait to dive into your reading and see what this is trying to say. But first, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards and then your tarot, and we'll be seeing what your spirit guides are helping you see through, what you're trying to figure out. What can you do? So you have the Black Moon Water, dormant, and your message is isolation. All right. Let's keep your card right there and take a look at your next card. Ooh, you have unfinished symphony. What is that all about? We see a lot of eggs as well in your reading. Protective nest and unfinished symphony. Are you protecting something that you're building? Pile number 3, could that be it? I'm not sure. Let's see. You have Mars in Leo with egotism. And by the way, ego doesn't always have to be bad. Ego is what drives us to get what we want and help the greater good. As long as it's aligned in the greater good, it's a great thing. It's when we detach from that and want to only serve ourselves at any cost is when it's at its shadow. So what is this all trying to say? Let's find out. You have the 3 of Pentacles. What a lovely... Oh my God! Do you see? There is a nest that someone is protecting in the 3 of Pentacles. How interesting is that, huh? You have 3 turtles on the Pentacles. This looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting reading. All right, let's take a look at your next card. You have the 6 of Pentacles. You have, oh, that wants to come out first. So that's the Page of Swords. Wow, the 9 of Cups. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and 9 of Cups. Pretty powerful energy. Let's see. You have the Death card with a huge transformation happening there. All right. You have the 9 of Pentacles. My goodness, pile number 3. The 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles in one reading. Wow. Amazing. You also have... Whoa, why were these 2 stuck? That was so weird. And there's nothing in the cards. It's not even sticky. So weird. Okay. So you have the Chariot. And you have... No, stop it. You have the 9 of Cups again? Wow. I mean, I'm just going to put them there next to each other. They're great to look at. 9 of Cups. Look, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, they're both cards of dreams coming true in different areas. And we see milk and honey. We see a lot of great energy in terms of achieving something, especially when it comes to unfinished symphony. Getting a dream, sort of a dream come true. With the transformation, I do see, other than the nest, I see a spider web, kind of signifying it's on the head. Maybe you were running out of ideas, you were stuck, and you're waiting for that transformation. Pile number 3, in something. Something is keeping you stuck. You're not capable of finishing it. You know you can. You're protecting it just like your baby. And you want it to move forward with the Chariot. You know it's going to reap back a lot of great results. And with the Page of Swords, you put a lot of thought into it. A lot of research, a lot of thought, a lot of boldness. You were courageous. You didn't hold back. You know you have a great effect on that thing you're working on. But with dormant, isolation, as well as this stuck energy here, I feel like you're a little worried, pile number 3, at the moment with some stuck energy that is happening. Yes, we see with the 3 of Pentacles, 3 tortoises, turtles, or what's the plural of tortoise? Yeah, tortoises. So we can clearly see pile number 3, that you are taking care of something dearly. You're waiting for it to grow. It's not finished yet. You're growing it, but it's slowing down. And with this slow down, pile number 3, you're quite worried. It means a lot to you. You've put your heart and soul in it. And you're wondering, why isn't it working? What's going on? You're running out of ideas. I see a potion here. You're waiting for a secret sauce or a secret potion to make it work again or to make it flow. What can you do is the question. Again, you taking care of something, holding it close. You care about something that you're working on. It's not finished. And the question is, what can you do? So I'm seeing your spirit guides really telling you to, first of all, relax and breathe and take it easy. Yes, it could be stuck at the moment, but there is a great promise of a wish coming true. That is happening for you, pile number 3. I mean, you couldn't get more wish fulfillment cards in a reading. So there is an insistence that your wish is coming true. There is no doubt about it, and there's a huge transformation in the situation where you might feel stuck now, but later on it's just going to be so fluid and nice. Second of all, oh yes, please, I don't want to forget telling you either that you have the Chariot. It's going to move, and it's going to move at great speeds, but at a great speed. But the second thing I'm seeing your spirit guides want to tell you, other than to take it easy and to relax, is to not attach yourself too much to the result. Always remember, the more you get attached to something, you do see someone holding a nest here, and with the ego, sometimes without meaning to, we've worked hard on something and then we become attached to it. So I see your spirit guides advising you to, even though it's going to work, to not be attached to anything. Let the energy flow through you by loving it, loving the fact that it would work to help the greater good maybe, or to help your family, or to help your mission, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is you're working on. But if it doesn't work, also accept it and enjoy the fact that it could happen, and don't let anything ever disturb your peace, which is the most important part of the process. We see being relaxed as the most important message here. Closed eyes, relaxing, closed eyes, relaxing. That's the most important message I'm seeing in your reading. To relax. You have worked hard for sure. You have every legitimate right to be worried. But I see your spirit guides telling you to not be attached to the results. If it works out great, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, and you can always do something amazing, and you are always supported. So that is the second thing, with a great promise of huge fulfillment. Now, the third thing I'm seeing with all of the nests in your reading is that this is a time of incubation. And during a time of incubation, or when someone is pregnant with a certain project, or a certain idea, or a child. During that time, there are highs and lows. There are times when we're so happy that the child is kicking and we're connecting and something magical is happening and that it's about to come out and it's just all beautiful. And other times we're feeling ill, we're tired, the child is kicking and we just want this to get over with. Sometimes we get a scare and we're not sure if the child is all right. It's all highs and lows. And so this is your incubation process. It's not the end at all. Know that sometimes it's quick with the Page of Swords energy, and sometimes with the turtles, as we see here, symbolized in your Three of Pentacles, sometimes your work or what you're doing slows down, and that's okay. Know that it's part of the process and that is not the end of the result. That's not the end of it. In fact, you clearly have in your cards unfinished symphony. It's not the end. It's not finished. It's not done. Let everything take its course. Let it take its time. And with the promise of the Six of Pentacles that had the Chariot in conjunction with it, this is saying you will get everything you put out. And with the spirals, the rule of the spirals in Wicca, everything you put in, you get out threefolds. So we're seeing that, oh, the threes again here. So you've put in a lot of work. Threes, yes, I'm telling you, 3 spirals. Spirals everywhere. So we're seeing that you're getting back so much that you can even begin to imagine, that you cannot even begin to imagine, because of the efforts and the thought, the good thought that you put in. It's coming out in threefolds. It's coming out in abundance, and it's going to give back to you, and it's going to go very quickly. So don't worry about the slowness that is happening in your energy pile number 3 at all. And since it's going to take its path and its course anyways, I'm seeing your spirit guides telling you, why suffer through it? Of course, take the necessary action. Try your best to move forward, but work slowly but surely. Most importantly, work calmly and don't be attached to it where you're worried with every twist and turn that it makes. Let it take its course. Let it take its twists and turns. Know that ultimately, at the end, it's inevitable that you're going to be very happy and you're going to have your wish fulfilled. So continue to put your thoughts. Sometimes you may feel a little blocked, not knowing what to do. Sometimes you might get great ideas and it's flowing. Let it be, pile number 3. Try your best at all times without being attached to the result. Be happy with anything and content with anything that happens, and know that even as a concept, even if it doesn't work out, you'll always be taken care of. You'll always have your dreams coming true. And understand that if it's not finished, it's not meant to be finished yet. It is not over. It's time for incubation, where you're learning, you're growing, you're getting more information about how things work, and you're going to be super surprised with the result. Pile number 3. So let it be dormant now. Let it be unfinished now. You go about doing what you usually do. Continue to put your beautiful mind in it, pile number 3. Your beautiful thoughts, your beautiful energy. Work at its pace. If it's going slowly, do everything that you can, but accept the energy and do it with love and tranquility without being attached. But do your best after all. And you will see with the Death card here, there is a huge transformation to this situation. This is not the end. This is a pause. and incubation to a great birth coming up. And you will see with the Six of Pentacles, you will get back what you put in, and it's going to go very quickly for you. Yes, it's dormant, but there is great speed in your reading. So pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that and feel like it would really help you out in your journey, you'll find a link to this ebook. And now there's also an audiobook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. Wishing you all the best with this project. May it go quickly. May all your dreams come true very soon for you, pile number 3. Sending you a big hug. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Hematite as well as the perfect key. I've been really intrigued about your card throughout the whole reading. Couldn't wait to dive into this. So we see a lot of keys here. The bird could be signifying your spirit guides, which is what this reading is about. We see you being aware of a certain key, and you're unlocking something. Maybe you feel stuck, or maybe you are trying to figure out something. You're trying to figure out something that may not have opened up its doors to you yet. Let's see. You're unlocking something into your life. Let's see your oracle cards first. So we're seeing how your spirit guides are helping you see through what you're trying to figure out and what you can do about it. You have the first quarter waxing earth moon. So with that we have leaves and stability. This looks lovely. You have, wow, go the distance. Interesting. You also have moon in Gemini with adaptability. The energies are going beautifully together. It's forming a beautiful advice, but I'm going to wait and look at your tarot cards to see the whole situation, and from there we will have a good picture of what your spirit guides are helping you see. Pile number 4. So you have the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful card. You have, wow, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles has been coming up aggressively this month, especially in this reading. And there was another reading that I've done. It was coming out aggressively from all different decks. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups just keep coming up. So you have the Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands, wow, the High Priestess, Magical High Priestess. All right. The Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords. The Queen of Wands. and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Let's take a closer look at your cards. Pile number 4. So pile number 4. We see that your concern here is with regards to a wish you really want to achieve with the 9 of Pentacles. Right in conjunction to that, we have the 8 of Swords, and I have never seen an 8 of Swords so claustrophobic, depicting the idea of someone feeling stuck to this extent. In fact, through this card, we can see the reason to why you may feel stuck. Remember, this is a reading about your spirit guides helping you see through what you're trying to figure out. And I see your spirit guides, by choosing this card for you, we can see that there's limitation in what you're seeing. Can you see that? There's a blindfold on the eye, and there's only tiny limitations, and not being capable of seeing the whole picture. So from that, I'm seeing here the idea of believing that one has the one perfect key, that there's just this one way of doing it and making it work. What your spirit guides are saying is there isn't just this way. There are not just another way. There are, in fact, many other ways that one can get stuck. And that's why I said stuck, and I said, oh, wait. But my goodness, doesn't this card look like this cage? So something is stuck that you're trying to make moving. And I see your spirit guides saying the limitation here is in the way you're thinking about it with the 8 of Swords. That there isn't one perfect and one only way to do it. There are several ways to do it. How, right? How do we do it? How do we see it? I see your spirit guides leading you to the Princess of Pentacles and the High Priestess, telling you to seek guidance from those who have secrets in the trait. To those who have been through it and can consult you on what to do. So with the Princess or the Page of Pentacles, I see take the initiative of looking at different ways of going through it and finding ideas. That is definitely something that you're invited to do. And along with that, the Page of Wands is speaking. Having the courage or initiating conversation with maybe a consultant that can help, an expert in the field. Maybe you have someone in your company that has experience that can help you, or maybe it's not a company, maybe in your family. Maybe you have a friend who can connect you to someone. Overall, I'm sure about getting guidance, because in the 8 of Pentacles here, in this specific cards, 8 of Pentacles is not just working, it's also improving your skills. And we have here someone being taught by a teacher, guiding them again on how to do something. So seek knowledge, get training. So this could be a class that you can take. This could be a book that you can read. This could be an actual consultation session with someone in the field of whatever it is you are thinking about. The message here is to continue seeing it only one way is leading you to something I remember as not knowing that you don't know. Not knowing what you don't know. And when we don't know what we don't know, we're not able to identify where exactly the issue is. And so we'll only have one way of solving it. You know how this example of only having a hammer, if a hammer is the only thing that you have, then you'll see everything else as a nail. And you'll be sure of that. But being aware of what you don't know is another stage of coming closer to what you're supposed to solve. So here we see clearly missing information to the road towards your dreams. Collecting information. Adaptability means not breaking, right? And if we consistently do something that is not working, then we're not being flexible about it and could break. But when we accept that sometimes we may not know everything, when we open up our minds towards the idea that, hey, we may not actually know it all. We've done great in the past. It was working for us, but maybe we're at a new stage where we're not totally seeing it. Maybe it's a new stage for you. And now the same key that used to open things up is not opening it. And this is a stage in your life where you're guided by your spirit guides to seek information, to seek consultation from the experts, to train you and guide you from the stage that you're now leaving onto the new one. The pages are a beginning of a new cycle of your life. From the ace to the tens is one cycle, and then from the pages and the kings is another cycle. And now we have 2 pages in your reading showing that you've grown, you've outgrown this idea that you're holding on to. And now the way to move forward is through learning new skills and new ways of doing things, because the new phase functions in a different way. And so to adapt into this new chapter, a new phase in your life, you need not suffer alone. What worked in the past is not going to work in this new phase as much, as efficiently as it used to work in the past. And so to adapt in this phase, to create new stability in this phase as it once was, is to open up your mind, to move away from old ideas and to start speaking to people who have the secrets of the trade. My dear pile number 4. In fact, pile number 4, I kind of feel like your spirit guides are telling you you're nearly there. The road is so near towards your dream. And you have a choice to stay stagnant there for a long time or to actually move towards it. And to move towards it at great speed is to not, like this specific Queen of Wands, be overconfident at this stage. Do you see how this Queen of Wands is flashing all of this beautiful icing on the cake and the donuts, and has used all of the sweet things and the beauty to attract others towards her, and has become overconfident at her ability to attract others through that. So yeah, again showing that while that may work, it's not the only thing. And so the key that you have, that's why it's not about throwing it away. It does work, but it's not the only key needed at this time. There's more than that is needed. And to know it And to know what these things are first are your first step. To know what you're not aware of is your first step. Pile number 4. You know, an example of that, of how when moving to another stage things change, it just hit my mind. It might help you, or it might resonate in one way, is, you know how when someone, for example, at school or at university has started a new project. And so now that it's such a new project and it's only one individual trying to do something, this person goes to their teachers and their colleagues and they're saying, hey, I've just started this jewelry project, and would you like to try it out? It would be really nice if you can encourage a small project to flourish. And then you have a lot of people helping you out because you're a little project and you want to grow and you're ambitious and people are loving that about you. They're buying your jewelry from you because they want to help you outgrow. Now, this technique, or this key that you had in growing your initially growing your business turned out to be great, because people are encouraging you, they feel for you, they want to see others succeed, they want to help you out, and everyone is now buying your beautiful jewelry, telling you how amazing it is, giving you feedback, and you've grown. You're now built the first stage of your jewelry project, and you've opened up a shop. Now that you've opened up a shop and you're selling pretty regularly, maybe it's not big, but you now have a project with a place and you have people helping you out build the jewelry. The technique that you used to depend on to grow your circle is no longer serving you. Because others now can see that you've built a project, albeit small, but it's now in place and you're doing well, and you have people helping you out with your jewelry, other artists who are helping you out, and you're doing, in their point of view, pretty good. And so people don't feel the urge to take from their savings to help out as they did perhaps before, right? And now you're thinking, but this is what I did. That's how I used to make my jewelry business grow. And so here we see that there is a new way of doing that. Perhaps your spirit guides are advising you to now announce and show the beautiful pieces that you have created. You've done great work. You've taken pictures. You have people who are raving about your work. And now maybe it's time to put it in the school magazine so that maybe everyone can see it. You don't have enough exposure. Maybe the other schools can see it. And through that exposure, now everyone is at your booth. Everyone wants to see this beautiful jewelry that you've created, especially that you've explained how it's done, the art behind it, the effort behind it, the material that you've used, how much you respect what you're doing, and the meanings behind what you've created. Now that everyone has read that, they appreciate the effort that you put in, and that's another level to doing your business and to growing it. And that is the example that I'm seeing. Different tools at different stages. Is your message from your spirit guides? It's now time to seek a different way, get consultation and learn from the experts and the people with the secrets of the trade. And you will be going like a cheetah, super quick towards your dream. So pile number 4, that was your reading. I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart. May you flourish and do something amazing. And that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 4. This could really help you out in your journey. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's now also an audiobook, by the way, if you're interested. And pile number 4, it was such a pleasure. Enjoyed your reading so much. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.